It was a very interesting call. I think there was a lot that was shared. I think management promised more guidance, and they certainly gave it. There was a lot of numbers that they shared, a lot of targets. And I think the thing that we saw that was most interesting is when they first shared that they're going to accelerate that profitability goal towards reaching it by the end of this year. The stock shot up in after hours, but then they had to explain how they were going to get there. And what they were going to do is they were going to sacrifice a little bit of that short-term growth in order to get there. And then the stock wasn't so sure. But as they talked through it and overnight, we've seen that stock kind of come back up to those levels when they first announced those goals to move up that date.
How much of Uber Eats plays into getting to that profitability when you're looking at the different businesses?
Yeah, it really does, because it's been the growth engine of the company for the last kind of little bit here. Gross bookings kind of up 70%. That seems to be the big number that's driving forward. And investors have always had that, especially over the last 12 months, questions, is Uber Eats a good business? But to us, that's the same question investors were asking about ride sharing 12 to 18 months ago. And if you listen to the way Dara and the management team talks about it, that's how they see it as well. They're applying a lot of the same playbook that they've done to ride sharing, but it's about 12 to 18 months behind where that ride-sharing business is. So I think there's some clear path forward to what they're going to do to drive Eats towards profitability. It's a little bit behind where ride-sharing is, but we've seen the ride-sharing flex start taking place. So we feel pretty good about it. We just got to be a little bit more patient for it to materialize.
And does it sound like you're going to have to be patient through sort of the early quarters of this year, as things might be a little choppy before they get to this point of profitability?
It's definitely going to be choppy. I think one of the things that Uber's kind of deliberately announced, and we've seen them being very tactical in their strategy against it, was, they kind of said that they want to be number one or number two in whatever market they operated in for both ride sharing and for Eats. We saw it, earlier this year when they divested out of Uber Eats India, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see a little bit more of some of those types of activities and announcements in the near future.